We're over here. Hello, hello. I had a moment of not remembering how to do this. Hello, hello, and welcome into the weekly Wednesday Warble. The Warble theme today is fall because it is fall, and here we are. Oh, see, I forgot how to stream. You forgot to go to choir. It's a forgetful fall day, but I'm gonna start. I'm putting out a couple songs about fall, so I'm gonna start with one of those. I will start and finish with the two songs that I'm putting out this week. Put my bikinis in a box with all my sandals and my big floppy hats. Brought it to storage, swapped it out for one that's full of tailored coats, leather gloves. Bought a wool sweater, chose a timeless color. Polished my knee-high boots and posed for the mirror. Time is moving on, and so am I, and so am I. Close the door, open another. The target's always moving. Clear your closet, fill your pockets. There's gold in every change. You just have to find it. Looked in the drawer furthest back, found all the old, forgotten, ill-fitting clothes. Taking up space, weighing me down, I filled another box with bits of old me. I paused a moment to acknowledge I wore that, and then I promptly dropped it off for recycling. Life keeps moving on, and so do I, and so do I. Close the door, open another. The target's always moving. Clear your closet, fill your pockets. There's gold in every change. You just have to find it. And run with it, make it your own, but don't hold on too tight. Yeah, go with it and let it flow. You'll know when the time is right. The styles change, they wax and wane. The seasons shift, and if we don't follow suit, we find ourselves back in a rut, moth-eaten, crumpled in a pile on the floor. So step into the here and now with great gusto, and if you need to, you can roll with the punches. Everything moves on, and so do I, and so do I. Close the door, open another. The target's always moving. Clear your closet, fill your pockets. There's gold in every change. You just have to find it. You just have to find it. There we go. Close the door, open another. And the next one I'm going to do, I always, of course, we associate fall with the leaves turning color. And of course, that's not how fall is for everyone, but I feel it is that way most of all for New England. They kind of got the market cornered on fall. And this is a song by Cheryl Wheeler called When Fall Comes to New England, which no fall set would be complete without. Fall comes to New England, the sun slants in so fine, the air is so clear you can almost hear the grapes grow on the vine. The nights are sharp with starlight, and the days are cool and clean. And in the blue sky overhead, the northern geese fly south instead. The leaves are Irish setter red. When fall comes to New England, when fall comes to New England, when fall comes to New England, and the wind blows off the sea. Swallows fly in a perfect sky, and the world was meant to be. When the acorns line the walkways, then winter can't be far. From yellow leaves a blue jay calls. Grandmothers walk out in their shawls, and chipmunks run the old stone walls. When fall comes to fall comes to New England. The frost is on the pumpkin, the squash is off the vine. Winter warnings race across the sky. The squirrels are onto something and they're working overtime. The foxes blink and stare, and so do I. 'Cause when fall comes to New England, oh, I can't turn away. From fading light on flying wings, and late goodbyes a robin sings, and then another thousand things. When fall comes to New England, when fall comes to New England, when fall comes to New England, when fall comes to New England. And the next one I'm going to do is a Neil Young song, which is quite a romantic song, Harvest Moon. I can sort of picture this in an early fall setting. What I have to say. Just like children sleeping, we can dream the night away. There's a full moon rising, let's go dancing in the light. Music's playing, let's go out and feel the night. 'Cause I'm still in love with you, I wanna see you dance again. 'Cause I'm still in love with you on this harvest moon. And then we're gonna stick, I think, maybe on a theme of relationships. So this is another September. This is a September event. So this is a true story that here in Newfoundland, typically our falls are kind of nice, and we sort of have an extended camping season. Unfortunately, fall is also hurricane season, and this year we've been very fortunate. But in previous years, we've been hit pretty hard by some of the hurricanes by the time they make it here. And a couple of years ago, unfortunately, me and my husband had planned a camping trip, unknowing that Hurricane Earl was on its way. And despite many signs, both verbal and visual, and warning us that a hurricane was coming and camping was a stupid thing to do, it's in the book, it's scheduled this weekend. We are camping for 2 nights. Here we go camping. And so we went to camping, and Earl came camping with us, and the result of which I wrote this song. This is a very true story. And now we make sure to only camp in the summer. Chatter at the corner store reported that a storm was likely coming. We walked out with our camping goods, fuel for the Coleman stove unfazed. We booked our campsite in advance, and after work we went on Friday night. We pitched our tent and sang some songs and cooked our supper underneath the stars. We turned back from our morning hike. The rain displayed no signs of letting up. Decided not to use the boat. The waters of the pond looked like the ocean. We huddled in our tent all afternoon, enjoying one another's company. Pens and notebooks, making plans, making changes for the coming year. And it did not occur to us to change our plan. A little wind, a little rain won't close down our parade. We were quite content inside our tent, huddled together while outside the storm raged. But it makes a person question all the things we are accepting in the daily grind, when a nice relaxing weekend is best achieved by camping in a hurricane. We huddled in the rain to cook, ate our suppers sitting in the car. We noticed other campers near us, tearing down and calling it a day. We didn't think much of it at the time. No warning bells rang when we saw park rangers come out in force, shutting windows, nailing doors down. And it did not occur to us to change our plan. A little wind, a little rain won't close down our parade. We were quite content inside our tent, huddled together while outside the storm raged. but it was now too late. Much too dark, too wet, and far too dangerous to flee. We made it through the night unscathed, couldn't get out of that campground fast enough. We didn't even bother folding tents or rolling sleeping bags at all. We threw them in the trunk as soon as daylight came and slowly hit the gas. And all along that one-way road we saw we were the only morons left. All the things we are accepting in the daily grind, when a nice relaxing weekend is best achieved by camping in an arcade. Camping in an arcade. Alright, so the next one we're going to do, we do this every October. I don't think we've probably never had a weekly Wednesday Warble in October. Well, obviously we've had some in October where we didn't sing this song. We have probably never had a full stretch of weekly Wednesday Warbles without this song on October. What am I trying to say? This is October song. This song is called October Song, so at some point every October I get this on the Warble. Hang on. There we go. This is an incredible string band song. Felt something was really off there. That sounds better. I'll sing you this October song, but there is no song before it. The words and tune are none of my own, but my joys and sorrows bore it. Beside the sea of brambly briars, in the still of evening, birds fly out behind the sun, and with them I'll be leaving. The fallen leaves that jewel the ground, they know the art of dying, and leave with joy their glad gold hearts, and my footsteps home, my morning falls after. I swim the seas within my mind, and the forests laugh green laughter. I used to search for happiness, I used to follow pleasure, but I found a door behind my mind, and that's the greatest treasure. The rulers like to lay down laws, the rebels like to break them, and the poor priests like to walk in chains, and God likes to forsake them. I met a man whose name was Time, and he said I must be going. Just how long ago that was, I have no way of knowing. Sometimes I want to murder time, sometimes my heart's aching, but mostly I just stroll along the path that he is taking. October song, there is no song before it. The words and tune are none of my own, my joys and sorrows bore it. A little incredible string band for you, and I always think that is it is a deeply fallish song. Actually, that whole album, that's off the very first Incredible String Band album. And I feel that there's a very fall feel to that first Incredible String Band album. All right, so another thing that I really associate with the fall is running. And maybe some people associate summer with running. It's in the Summer Olympics after all, because we don't have a fall Olympics. But for me, as soon as the weather starts getting that little bit of crispiness, I really feel like running. So here's a song about running. One foot in front of the other, breathing on the count of two, inhaling on the count of three. Think about which part of my foot strikes the pavement with the most force. Make adjustments to my posture, focus on the task at hand, and then just run. One foot in front of the other, landing softly, lightly, relaxed, keeping up a steady pace. Shoulders loose, no tension to be found. I float over my feet. My mind is clear, my mind is on the open road ahead, and I just run towards the bubble arch. They'll record the time you took. Hang a medal around your neck, then you can let your heart beat slow. One foot in front of the other, that's all that I have to do. Just keep on going, don't fade out. Think about which. Did I get enough hydration? Did I get ample rest? Am I really only halfway through this? Did that marker lie? What have I done? Run towards the bubble arch. They'll have fruit and protein shakes. They will take your picture there. Then you can lie down in the one foot in front of the other. Find my rhythm, let it take me, let it fuel me down the stretch. Soaking in the atmosphere, the wind, the trees, the other runners. Let myself enjoy the moment and then just run past the last water station to get it go. Grab some high fives to pump me up for the last stretch. Energy gels consumed and loaded cups burned. I conquered the road behind me, finish lines in sight. Run towards the bubble arch. They'll record the time I took. Hang a medal around my neck, then I can let my heart beat slow. Run towards the bubble arch. They'll have fruit and protein shakes. They will take my picture there, then I can lie down in the grass. One foot in front of the other, which is on my Bloom and Grow album. So this next song is about a sport that we of course associate with winter. This is a winter Olympic sport. That was a summer Olympic sport, but we started in the fall. I do it in the fall. This is a whimper Olympics. It's a winter Olympic sport. But it starts tonight. NHL starts tonight here in Canada. There'll be fireworks. So here's a song about hockey because we start watching that in the fall. In the stadium, all standing, take your hat off for the anthem. Listen for the starting lineup. Facing off center ice, drop the puck, let's go. Scrape of skates, whack of sticks, echo through the rink. Fast hands, fast feet, flying, gliding over the ice. Don't blink, don't breathe, gripping the edge of my seat. 97 miles per hour off the stick of the left winger. From a pass way out in center, through the legs, through the screen, shot is blocked, rebound, off the post, off the glass, out of play, blown down. Fast hands, fast feet, flying, gliding over the ice. Don't blink, don't breathe, gripping the edge of my seat. Speed, aggression, high emotion, tempers violence and triumph, blood, sweat, missing teeth and tears. Person spends their whole life dreaming, drilling to exhaustion. Skill, strength, willpower, and grit. Down 3 goals, no time remaining. Blood is high and tempers flaring. Penalty box overflowing. High stick, cross check, backs up, chirping. Stop the play, drop the gloves, uppercut thrown out. Fast hands, fast feet, flying, gliding over the ice. Don't blink, don't breathe, gripping the edge of my seat. And it's funny how I'm like, okay, well, it's the time of year we can start singing this song again because we retired it for the summer. But of course, playoffs were still happening in June, so I think I was still playing that song in June. And hey, John, welcome in. Good afternoon to you. Yeah, just talking about hockey because the hockey starts tonight. So there's really a very small period of the year with no hockey. Like July, August, and September. 3 months of the year. 3 long months. All right. So I've said it before. Have I gone fuzzy? I've said that before too. Whenever I'm putting these together, I always check to see if John Prine has a song on the theme, because John Prine almost always has a song on the theme. Yeah, I'm excited about hockey being back, and I think biathlon starts this week too, so we're excited about that. I don't have a biathlon song yet. I'm sure it's only a matter of time. But yeah, whenever I do these themes, I see if Mr. Prine has written a song on the subject. And, well, this is called Summer's End. And what does that bode? Yeah, actually, I've gone fuzzy. I've gone fuzzy is also, I will put that in my, I'll put that in my file. In fact, I'm going to put it in my file right now. Because I feel like I've Gone Fuzzy is a what am I trying to say? That seems to me like something I would write a song about. I've Gone Fuzzy. Suggested by John Casey. Perfect. And I would like to write a biathlon song. I probably don't need to write a biathlon song because I'm writing a bunch of songs about the FromSoft games, and I feel it probably has the same themes. But there we go. Now we'll get on with it. Mr. Prine always has a song, almost always, 94.79% of the time has a song on the theme of the weekly Wednesday Warble. So our theme is fall. And actually the lyrically, I mean, this covers a lot, but it sure has a fall feel to it, I'll give it that. Summer's end, around the bend just flying. Swimming suits are on the line just drying. I'll meet you there per our conversation. I hope I didn't ruin your whole vacation. Well, you never know how far from home you're feeling until you watch the shadows cross the ceiling. Well, I don't know, but I can see it snowing. In your car, the windows are wide open. Just come on home. Come on home. You don't have to be alone. Just come on home. Valentine's breaks hearts and minds at random. And that old Easter egg ain't got a leg to stand on. Well, I can see you can't win for trying, and New Year's Eve's bound to leave you crying. Come on home, come on home. You don't have to be alone. Just come on home. The moon and stars hang out in bars just talking, and I still love that picture of us walking, just like that old house we thought was summer's end came faster than we wanted. Come on home, come on home. You don't have to be alone. Come on home, come on home. You don't have to be alone. Just come on home. Summer's end. That takes us to that brings us to autumn leaves. That brings us to autumn leaves. We're in the lamenting love lost segment of the show. That might be another theme for a warble one of these days. Today with my song Fall, which I am releasing on Friday. It'll be up on my Bandcamp. Streaming services. And the days grow shorter, the nights fall sooner, the winds blow stronger, the leaves begin to change, orange leaves fall, brown branches against the sky. Fall. And there's our warble for the week. I will be back next week with another warble. And next week, I believe I'm doing... Yes, next week is the 1960s. We did the 60s folk revival recently, but that was encompassing of a specific genre. Next week, I'm going to do the decade treatment that I like to do with something from each year. In the 1960s. So I'm looking forward to sharing that one with you, and really lovely to see you here today. And Fall will be out on Friday, and then I'll have to talk I'll talk about it even more because it'll be my new song and I'll need to push. But it wasn't written in the 1960s, so we won't hear it next week. But I hope you all have a great week, and thank you once again for joining me here. We will see you again for another group of 10 songs on a theme